Let's see. Let me try to fix everything. I am not on my normal deal because internet's out and I am paired to my phone here. I don't even know how well this is going to work. How you doing, Rob? Uh, would like to say the internet being out is related to the storm, but it went out before the storm even really started. So, see if I can live chat. Okay. Cold and tired of shoveling. I bet. I haven't shoveled yet. Probably won't. I'll probably let it melt, which it won't do for at least a week and a half. Yeah, got the blower out. My Milwaukee blower tried to blow the snow off. It didn't work. And the only reason it didn't work though is because I have ice. Like there's a layer of ice in it. So that's making it harder. It makes it harder for the daggum blower to blow it away. I used it yesterday on about a half an inch of snow and it worked then. It just won't work on the 7 or 8 inches that we got out here. It is what it is. Let's see. I don't know how to work all this. I'm doing it off of my iPad. So let's see. That ain't working. Let's see. Your channel has unlisted video. I don't know. I can't show you any pictures or anything on here. How you doing, Pete? Fired the smoker up last night. -2 degrees start temp, was not happy. But a nice pork shoulder, nice. Want to get one of the snow shovel attachments for the 40-volt Ryobi. I kind of want to get that Milwaukee system that has all the different attachments. So the comments, they're here, but they don't stay upright. They don't stay out. They fade back in the background if I don't keep messing with it. Let's see. It does. I guess it shows me we've got 2 people in here. Sorry, I keep reaching down, blocking the deal. I'm warming my bourbon up. Hopefully, anyway. Haven't done much this week as far as tool stuff goes. It's been cold. I haven't been out in the garage much. Been working on homework and stuff like that. That'll probably be what I do. I gotta get some way to figure out how to do both. Do schoolwork and Jethro's garage, because yeah, it's not good. Y'all see my table back there? So I got a wild hair yesterday, and I decided I was going to inventory my knife collection. Not only inventory it, but do an Excel spreadsheet with it. Oh, hold on. Dadgummit. Do an Excel spreadsheet with it and, you know, do a little video on it so I have some type of proof of what I got. You know, hey, nasty cold, hoping to grab some corn on sale for end of deer season. Use it for fuel. Come on now. I don't know how to make my chat stay open. It won't stay up there. And if I let it go down, it won't, I have to make it come back up. It's cold here, -2. Just make sure you have a spreadsheet or the kids, one for the wife, accurate pricing. I don't worry about that anymore, but I understand. I used to. Are you using the new setup? Yes, I am using my iPad because my internet's out. Sorry about that. Hey, Chief, I'm live right now. You could come join me if you want.
Oh, shit, I'm sorry. I didn't know what time it was. I apologize.
It's okay.
I was calling to say I didn't know that you had a collection of knives.
Yeah, you know, they're all kind of fancy colors and different sizes too.
Have you ever talked to Levinson?
No.
Brother George?
No.
In Chicago?
Maybe. I don't know.
He sells high-end fucking knives.
I'll have to get with him.
Yeah, he's got a website too. I don't know what it is. knivesfuckyou.com or something. But I'll send you his contact info and apologize. I didn't know that you were on the air.
That's okay, brother. I'll talk to you.
Go ahead. Deal with your shit. Be safe. Talk to you.
Talk to you later, brother.
All right, bye.
Bye. Sorry about that. Yeah, my internet's down, but I'm hooked up to my phone, and yeah, I shouldn't be answering phone calls, right? I'm having trouble opening this bottle. Cut the cork off of it and won't be able to open it. And so this is Noble Oak, and it's double oak bourbon. I tend to like double oaks, but yeah. But anyway, there's half of my knives back there. I've got a fair amount more to do, but most of what I've got left to do are, I got about 30 case knives left. They're all out of the box, so every single one of them I'm going to have to research. And then I got about 30 other knives. And that puts me somewhere around maybe 140, 150. What have we got here? I still have to do this whole case here. But every single one of those up there, well, all of them except for about 3 of them, 4 of them, have cases, so that helps out a lot. If I miss your comment, I apologize. Yeah, it's frustrating. Wish I had an iPod to help you with. It's more about how YouTube does it. Okay, maybe that's going to help. I'll see if it stays up there now. No. I can grab onto the screen and slide it right, and it pops up. But I wish I could make it stay up like it does on the computer. But I'll stop complaining. I'll keep at it. Can you do a window mode so to speak? I don't know. I've pressed all the buttons and none of them are giving me. Yeah, I can't see which one allows me to do that. But let's try this right here. So it's bourbon whiskey finished with sherry oak staves. It's a 45%, so a 90 proof. Bottled in Indiana. It doesn't. Oh, distilled in Indiana. Bottled by Noble Oak in Newtown, Ohio. So it's got a good smell. I'm liking it. See, just cracked open a beer. It's 55 degrees in the shop. It's 30 something in the shop. In my shop, the heater cut off and I got back going and it's running right now. I don't know if it'll stay. I think this time I've got crap in the oil. So I spent Monday and Tuesday. That's one thing we talk about. Spent Monday and Tuesday going and picking up oil people were giving away. And it was nice. Very generous, right? But like there was so many of those containers that have water in them. I have got probably 200 gallon jugs to get rid of. And I don't know what I'm going to do with them. You know, you're not supposed to put them in the trash. So, we'll see. All good, no stress, just enjoying the company on a cold night. Y'all are going to make me grab something from the cabinet? Go ahead. Ran out of oil last night in the tank. It doesn't shut off. It runs continuously. Right now, mine will run continuously too. I could probably put it on 70 and it still wouldn't shut off. Or it won't shut off on 50. I know if I turned it to 70, it wouldn't shut off. So, we'll see. It's, it'll do what it does. Do you have to pay to take them off to recycling, Pete? I think mine won't accept them. I might try it next week, but I don't think they'll accept it. But you never know. And then I've got, so eventually I'm going to build a settling tank. Well, build it. I'm going to have a settling tank, and I will fill it up. I have a bottom drain the water off of it. I'm going to build a pump. I'm going to build it with a oil pump from, I've got an extra Ford oil pump. I'll probably use it, small block Ford. I'll build it from it, pull it out of it, push it through a filter into whatever container I'm going to use to transfer it. I'm going to keep all that outside, and Then I'll put it into my big holding tank. I mean my holding tank in the shop. And I'll use it to fill my heater up with. And I might put another filter on it. Right now it's screen. I might use a little pump and filter on it and double filter it. I don't know. But I did buy the Milwaukee transfer pump. It's supposed to be for water, but I bought the Milwaukee transfer pump because I've seen so many videos, people using them with oil and hydraulic fluid. So I'm like, might as well try it. And it seems to work. So I've been buying things I need to use that, because I'll use it when I go pick up oil from people where I have to pump it into a tank. I can't move all my knives. I've got some of the stuff I bought in there. So I've got a foot screen with I've got a foot screen with a check valve in it. Got some quick connects. I'm gonna have flexible hoses. So should be pretty decent. Chief's on here messing with me now. No, Chief, all I got is bourbon. Right here. Let's see. That's the tough part with waste oil. We had them at the car dealership. They work fabulous, but constant tension. Yeah. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? I imagine it's colder in Chicago, so no. We take ours to the local auto salvage yard that has waste oil heater. Dad knows the owner. Glad to get everyone winter. I've got people, right now I've got a farmer and a tow truck driver, and they're both like, whenever you need it, holler at us, come get it. And should be able to supply me, period. Old semi-truck lubrifier filter might work good. I'm gonna try to remember that. Any snacks? Yeah, I already said no. Taylor? No, Taylor. The Taylor's over here. I've got a bottle of rye that I've got cracked. It's okay, and I got a bottle of small batch that I haven't cracked yet. Can you believe, Chief, someone had to mention on our call, did you hear them mention saying I'm trying to make money selling people bourbon? I'm like, fine. Y'all can't get it? Don't ask me to get it for you. How do you feel about that, Chief? I won't be offering anybody any bourbon anymore. Yep. No more. You know, I ain't made a damn bit of money off that shit. Every now and then I charged a little bit extra. I ain't made no money off of anything. I was just doing it because people can't get it. So I was helping people out. You don't have a plow for the front of the Harley, do you? Hell no. That thing would be hell to try to ride in the snow. Let's see, what was it? I saw someone riding, they got caught in a snowstorm on the top of Pikes Peak. And it showed a video of one of them going down. And the other was just having a hell of a time trying to keep it up. Yeah. I ain't doing all that. But that Milwaukee pump seems to work okay. I was scared to buy it and use it for that. Because you know if it tears up, they are not going to warranty it. especially the new 2026 Chief. I heard they're pretty nice. I still ain't gonna try them in the snow. Can y'all hear me pretty decent? Do I need to have my microphone up here? Y'all like my free hoodie? Maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll be a little better. Maybe I'm not too loud. I don't know. I appreciate it. So yeah, I was afraid to buy that and use it like that. You know, it's a pretty expensive transfer pump. And, you know, if it tears up, they're not warranting it. I can guarantee you they're not going to warranty it. But it is what it is. I'm using a 1-inch inside diameter hose. The fittings are 3/4. They're 3/4 garden hose on either side. So we'll see how it all works out when I can get all the fittings right. I'd bought some stuff to use for it, but it wasn't right. It was real stiff hose, and it sucks when your hose is stiff. It's just hard to work with. I have a hand pump too, Pete, and I pump it by hand very, as often as I have to. But, my arm gets tired, and it gets tough to pump it by hand. So, okay, that's enough talking about that. I know I'm the one doing it. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna get out there. I don't know if I'll go out there any this week. Is T-Bay? I don't know what that means. I'll go out this week, check on the heater, see what it needs. It'll probably run out of fuel sometime. If it keeps running, it'll run out of fuel sometime tonight. Right-handed Chief. And it'll be, the temperature be low enough that the thermostat won't register it. And it'll be hard to get it started. But it is what it is. I'm not going to go out there anymore tonight. I'm not going to top it off before the morning. Spectrum's supposed to be here at 10 in the morning to fix my internet. But I guarantee they're going to cancel again because of the snow. And yeah, so they're going to cancel again. Guaranteed. They canceled today. They were supposed to be out here at 6 o'clock. So we'll see. We'll see how it works. Let's see what else. Spectrum sucks. Yeah, but I don't have much choice. My internet got hooked up here. It was in the middle of a flood. Wow. Yeah, I could choose Brandenburg Telecom, which is a locally owned deal. Actually, I think Verizon or someone purchased them. They used to be a locally owned. And they've got fiber. I think I've looked into them one time and they were a little expensive. But I'm paying over $100 a month now for just internet. It was $69 or something. I did away with cable 2 or 3 years ago and went with just internet. And yeah, I might do something where it's just 5G or something, but I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a lot slower. And with me uploading videos and stuff, it takes a bit. it takes a little bit of time, so I don't know. We don't have direct TV here. No, I'm wrong. I'm sure I could get direct TV, but I doubt the internet will be any better. Mike could do what's the uh, Elon Musk deal. Mike could do it, but no, I don't want to. It's going to be more expensive. I can't afford all that, and just because it could be a tax write-off, but when you don't make enough and you have nothing to write it off against, it doesn't help a whole lot. uh, I've got plenty of carryover from the last 2 years' taxes, and I'll have more to carry over to the next year. And I think you can only carry it over a few years. Chief, you would know that. You can only carry over a loss so many years. Starlink, I switched to Metro, but the upload speed is good sometimes, but mostly terrible. Starlink's great, expensive. It's a great option when you have nothing else. No, forever. Oh, I didn't know you could write off losses forever. Well, that's cool. Because I doubt I'll ever make any money uh, on Jethro's Garage. It'll always be at a loss, but maybe not. The past 2.5 months, well, I'm fixing to hit $100 for this month. And I hit $100 last month and got paid. It wasn't all in the month, but it was a little over it. Facebook sent me $6 and something, and I think I made $10 off of. No, I made $23 off of Amazon last month. So. Heard you won the $1 billion lottery. I wish that was true. I really wish that was true. Because I was talking to the wife. I want to move to Florida. I looked at house prices in Florida. And this wasn't in a beach area. This was in the center of the state. Not in Orlando, no. It was in Lake Wales, Florida. I'm familiar with it. I lived there as a kid. I'm like, maybe it won't be so bad because it's kind of away from things. No, it's bad. It's, yeah, a 1/4 acre lot, 1,700 square foot house, $250,000, old home, fairly old home, plus HOA fees, plus $3,500 a year taxes. Yeah, that's crazy. You just bought Jack Daniel's Distillery, liar. I wish. I really wish. I did get me some Jack Daniel's though. Will y'all give me just a minute? Give me just a minute. I'll show you my new Jack Daniel's bottle. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. See what I miss. Ouch, I can't imagine that cost for basically what I have. Yeah, mine's up. So every now and then I get lucky, and the Class 6, which is the military liquor store, will have, more allocated bottles. they had this, I think it was $56. It's a heritage barrel. It's a toasted barrel, 100 proof. I think it was in there from 2017 to 2025, so 8 years. That ain't bad. And it was, like I said, it's 50 something dollars, about $60. So every now and then they'll have some good stuff like that. They also have Sinatra, which is, pretty hard to find, but they've got 3 bottles sitting on the shelf. And it's sitting on the shelf. It's not, in behind the counter. Bro, Lucky has a new kidney infection. Oh, that's not good. Only good for old fashioned, fake studio prop. Okay. But yeah, if I didn't already, or do I think I've got a bottle of Sinatra. I got to go look. If I don't have a bottle, maybe I'll need to go back out there and get it. I did auction off a bottle for charity a few years back, but I think I've got another bottle too. So, studio prop. I don't open my special jacks a whole lot. I don't know why. I've got a lot of Jack Daniel's bourbon, and they're all kind of different. I've got old bottles. I got a lot, and I don't know why, but I think it'll look cool in my bar if I ever get it built. Like the tea in that glass, yeah, it's tea. You want some for sticks and steels. Are you asking me if I want some, or are you saying that I need to get some for sticks and steels? I'll probably, every year for this event that me and some of the guys do, I usually I bring a particular bottle of something that usually everyone coming don't necessarily see or get to try, that I think's good. I'll bring it and we'll, have at it. Sometimes it's hit, sometimes it's miss. Last year was a hit. I brought some Maker's Mark that it was a special stave blend. It got finished. I brought bottles that they didn't finish, and I've still got them. And then I took bottles that, yeah, it's all shit. Sorry, brother. Yeah, it is. But let's see what else we got. It's 8:04. I don't know. What I do know is I've spent the last 4 days on and off planning that trip to Alaska, maybe more than 4 days. And there's a lot to it. And I keep, I'll do all this planning and figure this, that, and the other out. And I'll get to a point and I'll realize that I can't do this, and I'll have to mess with it. Brother Tank, I ain't been out in that garage to do anything like that since it got cold. No new challenge coins. I mean, you might not have seen this. It's not new, but I got it in Sturgis, Surprised you don't have a barrel with some logs in the middle of the shop. You talking about a burn barrel or something else? Let's see. I also got this one, and it was for 1,000 miles, and I got all that last year on my trip to Sturgis, the big trip I did. Yeah, burn barrel for hand warm. No, the main thing is just running the flue out the top of the shop is frustrating. I have thought about putting a heater in the middle or on either end. I just don't want it. I've got one on one end. I just don't want them all over the shop. I just wish I had the money to heat it all the time. I heard there'd be a band. Where at? My bar when I get it built. Only if you're bringing your guitar and playing. I don't know whether you got a guitar or not. Planetarium roof. That's not bad. And it's like I want to say it was a $40 bourbon. And it is solid for a $40 bourbon. Like, solid. Chief, I don't want to go through Chicago. I love you, brother. Have no desire whatsoever to go through Chicago. I would come through to see you, but not just going on a big trip. Last time I went through Chicago was in 2017, coming back from Sturgis. I went to Milwaukee, went to the Harley Davidson Museum, and then went straight south. Stopped at somewhere near Racine at Bright's, a Bright house, and had me some cheese curds, and enjoyed all that. But you know as well as I do, Chicago is no fun. It's even less fun on a motorcycle. Snacks in a band. You have several guitars. They're dusty. I understand. I got 2 guitars and I can't play either one of them. Donuts, no donuts. Sorry, no snacks today. Chicago, yeah. Oh yeah, I have to go to that museum on this trip. It's basically across the street from our event. Thanks for the reminder. It's an awesome museum. It's great. But I'm going to tell you, it is not the best motorcycle themed museum I've been to. The very best motorcycle museum I've been to is Wheels Through Time down in Maggie Valley, North Carolina. The best motorcycle museum. And it's because it's raw. It's not all hoity-toity, everything roped off and you can't touch anything. They actually go out and crank the motorcycles inside the building. And they'll crank different ones every day. They might crank 3 or 4 different ones each day, but they rotate through all the motorcycles. And most of them run. Most of the motorcycles in there run. And we're talking about, they got shit ain't no one else got. I mean, they got a flying Merkel, all kind of stuff. If you've never been to it, you've got, and you're interested in, if you're a gearhead, period, you got to go. It is the best. Now, Barber Motorsports Park, awesome museum. The Henry Ford, awesome museum. All these are great for gearheads. The Harley Museum, yeah. The Truck Museum, Walcott, Iowa, awesome. You know, but Wheels Through Time is my all-time favorite, and I've been twice. Now check this shit out. In 2000, I think it was 2009, I was coming back from a school up in Virginia, near Virginia Beach. I called them up and I said, hey, I'm going to be coming down through there. I was checking on your hours to make sure I could visit the museum. They said, sorry, we're only open on these times, and and it was only open on certain holidays. I'm like, doggone it. I was really looking forward to coming through, and I told them I had the time I had a website. And they said, well, you know what? We've got a worker there. We got an employee there. If you're coming through on this day, here's your number. Call him when you get to the front gate, and we'll let you in. They let me in all by myself. He met me at the door. He said, hey, if you got any questions, let me know. And they let me roam around the museum as long as I wanted. They didn't start any motorcycles for me that day, but it was cool as hell. At this time, the owner was still doing burnouts on his a Crocker. He had a Crocker, and if you've never heard of a Crocker, it was like a hot rod motorcycle back in its day. It was a badass bike, and he'd do burnouts in the museum, like 20, 30 foot long burnouts inside the museum, and the marks were in there. I couldn't find them this time when I went a couple of years back, but it was just cool as hell. Let's see. Wheels Through Time. Tank is a, oh, that's cool. What the Tank I'm due. Road trip I did with kiddo in a few years. And not to mention, Maggie Valley is just over the mountain from Cherokee. It's just an awesome area. I'm done hitting the back button tab. Tank sucks. Story sounds made up. It may be. You never know. I can tell a good story though. Start your own museum. I'm trying. None of this is provable. I got pictures. I've even got videos. Love you, Chief. Oh man. But yeah. There's a few museums I plan on hitting on my trip to Alaska this year. There is a car museum in Fairbanks. So I'm gonna hit it up. But the main thing is I'm gonna be, the big thing I'm really looking forward to is the Canadian Rockies, the Ice Parkway, Icefields Parkway, and Banff and Jasper. Really looking forward to that. And if there's a hot springs a couple of days away from there, there's one in Banff and Jasper, but this hot springs is further up near the Alcan Highway. Looking forward to that. That's supposed to be pretty nice. It's just supposed to be an awesome trip. Other than the ice heaves on the roads and the construction, it's all paved, but because there's construction going on, it might not all be paved. T-Bay was comedy, right? No. Museum of Unfinished Cars. Love you, Chief. My dad's been to that museum, Wheels Through Time. Dale Waxler, yep. He does. I think he's passed on. Yep, he's deceased and his son's taken over. There's a few items from Muskegon Hill Climb area. Yep, they've got a special hill climb display. It's like they got it all set up with a motorcycle. I think it's doing a wheelie, maybe. I can't remember for sure. They got special displays for motorcycles of certain eras and just all kind of stuff. And they've got other gearhead stuff that's not like they got a snowmobile built out of a Harley engine. They got some kind of machinery that has a Harley engine power in it. I don't know. They got some Indians in there too, Chief. Does that make you happy? I can't. This is a good one. It's 90 proof, so it's not real hot. It got some good flavor, and I imagine once I've drank a little bit out of this and let it sit a little bit, it's going to get even better. And like I said, it doesn't age in the bottle. It oxidizes, and it gets room for it to breathe a little bit, and it gets better. That's it for tonight on that. As a matter of fact, I've about run the course. Yes, but we don't use cardboard to catch the oil. I don't use cardboard to catch the oil on mine either. They've kind of fixed those issues. Now I do have 2 shovel heads, and probably the only reason they're not leaking oil is because they don't have any in them. But Indian wasn't making motorcycles at that time, so we don't know how they would perform. I've got a twin cam and a Sportster, and neither one of them leak oil. But the twin cam does leak gas like crazy because I got to rebuild the petcock. You don't want a petcock, but still. Hey, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm going to call it, my bike leaks cell phones. Yes, it does. It tears them up something awful. I'm going to call it quits for tonight. I'm going to get an early start to bed. And 1901, who's the first? Who cares? Who's been the motorcycle that's been the longest, in production the longest? And, yeah. I get it. You go to the Indian dealership and never mind. I can't say things like that on here. Y'all take care. Y'all have a great week. Have a great weekend. Good night. See y'all on the next one. Let's see if I can actually. I can't comment. AMC owned them. They didn't, doesn't mean they wasn't still Harley Davidson. Y'all take care. I'm going to get off here.